Good day, ladies and gentlemen, your gun doctor here. Let's talk about the LC10, the new SMG in the Warzone, which is quite fun to play. Definitely not the strongest. It lives up to kind of like Bullfrog lifestyle. The main part about this gun is it has absolutely straight recoil and it's super good on the ranges, which means that this is kind of the perfect sniper support SMG that you're looking for. The Bullfrog has done a good job, the AK-74U has a good job, and people have been playing the MAC-10 to zoom over the battlefields. But with the LC-10, I feel you have even more movement speed and you're able to be faster on the battlegrounds, on Warzone, just clapping jimmies left and right. Let me show you the attachments that you need, the base recoil plots, and tell you what time to kill this gun has to boast. Let's first start with some base stats about the LC10. Yes, it's definitely worth leveling. No, it's not the best close quarter SMG. The MAC-10 has a faster time to kill as the LC10. The LC10 really dominates when it's hitting the headshots because the headshot multiplier is absolutely insane. The time to kill is roughly around 600 base, which seems lower, but the DPS is just very good. You're pumping out with the fire rate very good shots per minute. Also, the first damage fall off the gun is at 20 meters, which, as I said, makes it a really good sniper support gun. With the 20 meters damage drop off, that's like the Farah. The Farah drops at 25 meters. So this is your mobile, fast, damage drop off, beaming SMG. Let me show you the recoil to even emphasize more why the LC10 is so good as a sniper support gun. Base LC10 already has one amazing thing. Look at the iron sight. I find it personally absolutely clean. It's super easy to shoot at people on distance. There's like no problem for you to clap jimmies left and right, just iron sight already. So you already don't need a scope. But how does the base recoil look like? We're going to align here with this lower line and just shoot it up with the bullets that it has to offer. And as you can see, there is not much of recoil to talk about, especially there's no horizontal recoil. And that is very important to notice, because if there's no horizontal recoil, that means we might be able to play a task force on this to make it strafe fire monster, because right now the task force barrels, as you know, hire the horizontal and vertical recoil. Since we're very low on horizontal and very low on vertical, I mean, this is like almost nothing, we can think about using the task force and then ergo making an even more straight fire speed monster to pair with a sniper to be even more mobile and dangerous on the battlefield. Attachment guide, very simple. We're going to start with the task force because the task force hires the effective damage range, the bullet velocity, and the strafe speed. But we also get vertical and horizontal recoil minus, which is okay because we do not have any horizontal and the vertical was fine to control. Then there's the reinforced heavy also, which gives you effective damage range and bullet velocity. The others are not really worth it. The problem with the reinforced heavy is minus sprint movement speed and minus aim walk movement speed, which we don't want to have. So we hope the task force works on this fine. Grip wise, I would go for the speed grip because the speed grip takes care of the horizontal that the task force adds. Very simple. The field agent that gives you a minus on firing movement speed and ADS firing move speed. And that's what I kind of want to prevent when we're strafing around like crazy, together with a Raider stock on the gun. Muzzle-wise, I play the Flash Guard APC. I'm going to go back to the agency suppressor as soon as the agency suppressor is unnerved, most likely, to get even more effective damage range, which is going to be fantastic. Right now, as the agency suppressor is not back, Flash Guard is the vibe or infantry compensator, which adds horizontal recoil control. But the gun, again, does not have much, so we'll have to see if the horizontal of the task force and the horizontal plus of the Sfod takes care of what the compensator adds, or if the Flash Guard is the vibe. Last but not least, we want to play the 52 round mag because the iron sight is absolutely fantastic. You don't need to add anything for that. I'm really intrigued to figure out if the Sfod is as good as I think it is on this version 2. As we can see, the recoil is still absolutely non-existent. The gun wibble wobble bounces a little bit, but you just go through. The horizontal is absolutely under control. So task force is not a problem with the Sfod together. Obviously, we do have a little bit more recoil up, but that's not really much more because we also have more bullets. I mean, considering that we go from 36 bullets to 52 bullets and we just have this much more happening, that's actually pretty damn fantastic. So right now we have a very good strafe speed. And as soon as we shoot, the strafe speed goes even higher. If we shoot someone on distance, it's easy to control. You can pull it down, especially like, again, your damage fall off is at 20 meters. So with the task force, you hired that effective damage range roughly by 50%. That was the old value. The new value hasn't been tested yet because testing effective damage ranges is a hassle. So even if it's 50%, again, you're very good off straight away, you know, 20 meters, 30 meters, damage fall off. So that feels very fantastically good on this gun. And you just can control this absolutely easy and hit those headshots. Now, obviously, the interesting question is the field agent better than the Sfod? The problem with the field agent is that it will take away from our strafe monstrosity. So it will make us weaker strafing wise. And for some weird ass reason, the field agent is actually worse than the Sfod. I mean, it does make it straighter, as you can see here, so there is not like the wobble to the right. But all in all, I would say that the Sfod is just better, considering that it also gives you or increases your strafe speed so goodly together with the task force. It doesn't hamper like your strafing, especially when you're aiming downside and your movement speed isn't going down. What I really wanted to try out, how is the reinforced heavy compared to the task force? Because the reinforced heavy is the only barrel that also gives bullet velocity and effective damage range. Less than the task force, but still effective damage range. So how would this now compare without the added recoils that the task force gives you? And as you can see here, the added recoil of the task force is really non-existent for the bonus strafe speed that you're actually getting. I mean, we're talking about here of, was that 10% difference, if even? Not even 10%, that's like 5% difference, maybe, at the end here. So the task force is definitely superior over the other barrels straight away. There's like no argument brokered for me. You just have the perfect strafing, you have everything. Task force it is. Ladies and gentlemen, we get the build. Now, what I wanted to figure out is one of the flashlights worth it? So what we have here is, instead of a muzzle, so there's no muzzle on the gun, we actually do have a flashlight on to increase the effective damage range even more. I think with the first one, it's roughly around 5 to 10%. So we're not talking about a huge increase or any increase that really matters. But we do also make the hipfire a little bit better. The question is it worse than the spray with a flash guard? Does the flash guard does enough to warrant it? This is the flash guard spray. This is without the flash guard spray now. And I would have to say, yes, the flash guard does a good job. It really brings it down. It really makes it more manageable and it makes it feel better. So yes, let's not forget the flash guard or the infantry comp are two things that you really want to have. Ladies and gentlemen, after all this testing, this seems to be the absolute build. The field agent grip didn't live up to the hype, so we didn't need that. The Raider stock is good. The task force is fine. The reinforced heavy did not perform better than the task force, or the task force minus wasn't all too terrible. And then when it comes down to the barrel, yes, agency suppressor as soon as it's unnerved, or infantry compensator if you feel like the flash guard is not enough for you. But all in all, this is the vibe already. We tried putting the flash guard off and putting on an Sfod target designator or an Ember side point, but you really do need the little bit of the flash guard and of the infantry compensator that it then adds to the gun. Paired is the LC10, then together with the Kar98. Why the Kar98? Because you're fast, super fast. You're beaming, you're crazy, you're moving. You want to have the precision comp, sniper scope, tac laser, SingGuard, and monolithic suppressor. Why the precision comp? Because the follow-up shots, bop, 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 are always in the middle. Whereas if you're shooting without the precision comp, you would just spam away the Kar98. First shot middle, second shot here, third shot here, fourth shot here, fifth shot here. So you're kind of shooting in a circle. Whereas the precision comp, the circle is just way tighter, which works absolutely fantastic. Give the LC10 a try. It is not the best SMG, but it has a great hip headshot multiplier. You have to aim for upper body headshot really good to get them down, but you have a pinpoint precision with the gun. It is absolutely powerful. You could build this on hipfire, but again, it is a gun that wants to headshot, so hipfire doesn't really work, and you higher the effective damage range up to 30 meters right now. With the suppressor, then even more. With the suppressor, this gun is going to be even more brilliant and even more deadly than it has been before. I wish you a good time with the LC10. Please drop in the comments below how you're playing it. How did you find it? Is it going to replace your Bullfrog, or do you still feel like the Bullfrog is better? So far, I'm extremely happy with the gun. Been zooming over the battlegrounds, dropping like 10-20 kill games. That is fantastic for me. I'm really excited to show you the gameplay of this too. Until then, tell me in the comments your stories of this gun, what you're pairing it with, and how you're building it. Also, don't forget to subscribe to find your way back for more AUK content, because AUK has a barrel that works. It's the Strike Team. JGOT did some testing on that. JGOT, thank you for that. Doing God's work out there, getting all the testing done that I can't do in time. And also the live stream from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. every single day, Twitch TV Ponyhof, where we play these guns live and get our wins up to 800. And soon 1,000 to come. Definitely, I'm very excited for that. Thanks for watching. Thanks for supporting. Thanks for the 80K, 90K now. The next goal, I don't know, by the end of by summer. Let's be realistic. Let's be chill. By summer, I would like to have 90K, maybe 100K by the end of the year. That would be absolutely fantastic. Take care, ladies and gentlemen. Have a good one, and see you very goddamn soon again.